Hello and welcome to Surrey Library's Christmas cooking session. Thank you for joining us today. Today I'm going to make a stollen. This recipe has a long list of ingredients and takes a while to make, but it tastes delicious and is well worth the effort. To make the stollen, you will need 100 grams of mixed peel, 50 grams of blanched almonds, 85 grams of raisins, 85 grams of currants, 6 tablespoons of dark rum, some finely grated rind of an orange and a lemon, 500 grams of strong white bread flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 15 grams of fast-action yeast, 140 grams of salted butter, 50 grams of golden caster sugar, 1 egg, 250 ml of hand-hot milk, 25 grams of glacé cherries, quartered, some icing sugar for dusting, and 200 grams of marzipan. You'll also need 2 large mixing bowls, a sharp knife and a chopping board, a small bowl suitable for the microwave and a pastry brush, a large baking tray lined with greaseproof paper, a tea towel, and a wire cooling rack. To make the stollen, finely chop the mixed peel and roughly chop the almonds. Tip the peel and the almonds into a bowl with the raisins and the currants. Stir in the rum and the orange and the lemon rind and mix well. For a fuller flavour, you can leave this to soak overnight. When you're ready to start baking, tip the flour, salt and yeast into a large bowl. Cut 100 grams of the butter into chunks and rub it into the flour with your fingertips. Stir in the sugar. In a separate bowl, beat the egg and mix in the warmed milk. Stir the egg mixture into the flour and mix well to form a dough. Turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface and knead for about 10 minutes until smooth and elastic. Shape into a ball and put in a clean, lightly greased bowl. Cover and leave in a warm place for about an hour until doubled in size. You will be able to tell whether the dough is risen by lightly pressing the top. If the indent disappears easily, the dough is ready. Tip onto a floured surface. Give the risen dough a few punches, then knead for 2 minutes. Work in the fruit and the nuts and any liquid by gently kneading them into the dough. This will take a while and it will be quite sticky. So with floured hands, press your dough into a 30 by 20 centimetres oval. Melt the remaining butter in the microwave. Brush half the butter over the dough. Scatter the glacé cherry pieces over. Roll the marzipan into a sausage shape, slightly shorter than the length of the dough, and then place in the middle of the dough. Fold your stollen in half, then press down lightly and put it on a baking sheet. Cover loosely with a tea towel and leave for about an hour until it's doubled in size. Preheat the oven to 190 degrees centigrade, that's gas mark 5, or fan 170 degrees centigrade. Bake for 25 to 30 minutes, then cool for 5 minutes, brush with butter, dust with icing sugar and cool on a wire rack. It's now ready to eat. The stollen will keep for 3 to 4 days wrapped in greaseproof paper and foil. It can be frozen without the icing sugar. Just wrap the cold loaf in foil and freeze for up to a month. This recipe is adapted from Countdown to Christmas from BBC Worldwide. For more Christmas recipe ideas, do search the Surrey Library's catalogue, and you can reserve some cookery books. Thank you for joining our cooking session today. We'd love to see your pictures of your baking. Please do share on Facebook and Twitter, and we hope to see you next time. Goodbye.